Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome to Slay the Princess. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Oh, she looks so sad. Let's go help her. Let's save her. Maybe. I don't know. I don't trust her, but we'll see what happens. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But why? What'd she do? Explorer, the end of the world? What are you talking about? If you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Explorer, killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Oh my god, there's a lot of choices. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet! I always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la revolution! Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. Damn, there's a lot of choices, but I do think we should probably start off with the first one, right? The world will end? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Why?
You have to put an end to her.
She like hiding a nuke up her skirt or something? Like how could she do that? Why just her? But how can a princess locked away in the basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her. You have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that maybe she's the only okay. The rest of these seem the same. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out. Which she will, unless you do something about it.
Why, though? Okay, what happens if she gets out then? I want specifics. Have any evidence to back this up? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I have a chance to meet her and face... I want more answers. So maybe... maybe it'd be like her people would come and kill everybody if she gets out, like, you know, she orders them to do it, or... I don't know, let's just ask. Okay, what happens if she gets out then? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
But how do you know? Is she, like, well-beloved? Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I mean, I don't know why I'm here. Maybe you're here to trick me. Maybe you aren't telling the truth. Let's see. Look, I'll go to the cabin. Should I do that? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? I'm guessing the reward would be living. Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
What's up with my finger? I got some gnarly nails.
Like I said, I don't make the rules. No matter how much I wish I did.
What do you mean? Let's see. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Well, what's the reward? Can you tell me what the reward is? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you.
That sounds
Whatever
very
you think
suspicious.
It might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
That sounds like a load of crap. I don't trust that at all. I want to meet her, though. So let's see. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
But like, why though?
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I feel like if you want to convince me better, you have to tell me what she did wrong. Did she do anything
You make
wrong?
your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Or was she
We're not
just
gonna go through
born
with this,
dangerous
right?
or something?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero. Who's this? Is this me, or is this someone with me? Because I assumed I was my own person, but I don't know who this is.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
So it's somebody else. I guess we have to go. There's no other options. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Common sense would be to take that blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do it right. Should probably bring it, I guess, but we'll take it just in case.
You take the
Doesn't
blade
mean we
from
have
the
to use
table.
it.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm still not so sure if I'm gonna do it, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Maybe she's probably not to be trusted. I don't know. She looked kind of creepy in the thumbnails, like for the
Door
game.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I mean, maybe it would have been smarter to, like, I don't know, not have her in here and try to reform her somehow, you know?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Isn't that something? Like, countries with, like, low criminal activity also like, usually try to reform their prisoners and, like, I don't know, get them ready for society again or something like that, you know? They don't really have just straight up prison time. I don't know, I don't really know much about it. But I just feel like being stuck in a place like this would probably make you evil, whether you were or weren't beforehand.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
She's a princess. Maybe she's just born with that authority.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm in charge here. Listen to me, woman. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Hi, howdy, neighbor.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
And you don't get to tell me what to do. You're in the prison, not me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I'm concerned about this hero. Is he gonna get in the way of whatever we're gonna do? I'm afraid of him acting on his own.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Well, don't say it like that. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nervous step forward. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
I would feel safer if you were perhaps chained with both chains. I don't know.
Look how reasonable
She
she's
seems
being.
sketchy.
You should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
I don't know.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Surely we can talk with the weapon still in my hand. I don't want to drop it. I don't know. She doesn't seem super duper trustworthy. If I drop it, then it's just gonna be in the cell with us, and that's like her chain's pretty long. She could probably get up and grab it. I'm gonna tighten my grip. I just don't trust it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Well, this isn't helping my case for not killing you.
You step forward.
She seems sketchy.
Your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Just wanted to talk first, lady.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I just want to talk.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I don't want to. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry. Can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. I just want to talk. We'll find out if she's evil after we talk. Perhaps we'll die, but it said that there were no bad endings, so you know, let's just talk first.
You're so
I'm sorry, can we just
close.
talk?
Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Who are you?
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
Why is the knife gotta be in the equation? I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well, don't be a bitch. Open up. Fine then. I guess we're at an impasse. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. Just give him the stink eye, like, oh, you better start talking. Fine then. I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
Meh. Meh.
For the love of everything, just slay her.
You shut up. I'm busy
or
here.
drop the blade. Do something.
No, are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Bitch.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever.
Sure we can.
Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
I ain't ready for that yet. Come on, man. I'm just curious. Let's find out if she's truly evil. We'll drop the blade. If we kill her, then it'll be over too soon. Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
She's gonna totally kill us.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the
We could have
princess
talked
face to
from
face.
the other side of the room.
Unarmed.
This is a terrible idea. I didn't agree to this.
We'll be fine.
No, we won't.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Oh boy.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? I just want to talk to find out if you're guilty. Yeah, it's a pretty awkward relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. What do you have to say about it? What's your name? How long have you been down here? You know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. There's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. What do you have to say about that? Your words,
Don't just
miss.
tell her that.
Why?
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Well, with eyes like that, I'd say yes.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I mean, if she's supposed to be super dangerous, I don't understand why they didn't chain all of her limbs up, but, you know, that's just me. And take away her crown. I feel like that could be used to stab me somehow. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me no, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Remain silent. Let's give her the silent treatment. Hopefully she'll start talking more. Like, I don't know. People are uncomfortable with silence. They'll start saying all sorts of things
They
sometimes.
haven't told you
See?
anything, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
And you haven't given me reasons to trust you, though.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
How would you
She
be
has a
killing me?
point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
True.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
You have any friends
So
on
do
the
you
outside?
trust me, the prisoner,
That I could talk
the
to?
victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
What's your name? We'll start over. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Listen, lady, I'm trying to find reasons to not murder you. Could you just be nice?
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Ugh. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
And how would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
We're gonna chop off your arm?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh boy. Okay, we've talked enough. I don't think so.
Have you decided what to do with me?
Not really.
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess, I'm getting you out of here. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do with her. Keep her locked away. I feel like this one's kind of kind of the right conclusion for where this run has gone. Like, we haven't really gotten any answers out of her. I don't necessarily trust the narrator. I feel like a stalemate's really the only choice we can do here. And if it goes poorly, she'll come out and kill us all. I don't know. Or somebody's gonna get her out. We'll just see what happens. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do with you.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she chewed off her own arm.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I mean, that was a threat. That seemed pretty dang sketchy. Can I save here? I just feel like this would be a good spot to save. I say we slay the princess. She's threatened us. I don't know. Let's do it. Slay the princess.
You charge the princess,
I don't know
blade
if this is gonna
trembling in
work.
your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Oh no.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Oh,
We shouldn't have hesitated.
she got moves.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones,
Ow.
making sure you stay down.
What are we? Some sort of demon?
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
I'm a little disappointed in ourselves too. That was sad.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that's where this was going. Chapter 2, the tower. Wait, whoa, what? There's more?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, hasn't this already happened? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu, but I died. What am I doing here? She's gonna kill me again. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting this to happen. Huh. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that
I just
way.
told you I did remember.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot
him.
harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
The narrator doesn't
What does
remember.
it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Huh.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Let's just get out of here. Or wait, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all that really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Let's do that one. That one,
Those are
I
two
hope
very
he'll
different
answer.
questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I mean, I tried. Just not very quickly.
Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Why can't you do it? Why can't you get someone else to do
your
it?
other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
What's the point of
If
doing
you're asking
anything?
that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean, didn't feel like it did.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Everybody died?
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I mean, she might not have.
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Let's get out of here. Turn around and leave.
Right. We should just leave. There's nothing we can do to stop her, so we might as well enjoy what little time we have left.
Voice of the broken. Oh, we changed.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Not really. I'm not even sure if we truly exist. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. Goodbye.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yep. See ya.
That's strange.
What?
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
We living on like a little island or something? They're only like... Did we walk in a circle? Turn around and again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
That seems like a lie. We didn't die last time.
But fine. Turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is...
Is it getting weird? Was this border always here? What's happening?
What's going on? Where are we?
Why are we fuzzing up?
We're dead, obviously.
But why? Why are we, like, encompassed in hair? Huh? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Ew! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Brace the thoughts constricting you. No, this is a nightmare. Wake up! It's not. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Return to your destined path or face consequences. We got the ending of denial.
And at the end of that path, you're here to...
Okay, you can skip the previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard. Okay. Well, we already saw this, so... okay. Let's just kill her this time. Yeah? Sweet, I always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolution! Viva la Revolution!
You make your way up. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Did I already see
We're
this?
supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entire.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I don't want to really approach her. She seems much better at fighting than me.
Coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes.
Focus on the task.
I don't know what happened, but
And
I think her
there
hair
you
takes
are.
over the world.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Exactly. Still your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I don't know, man. It didn't work out so well last
I'm probably chained
time.
up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Why didn't we restrain her better? Is this the best we could do, maybe?
You should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Why did I get an achievement? The real Slay the Princess starts here. You'll know when you see it. What does that mean? The game trying to spoil me in something? Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive.
Are you
I'm
positive
not.
you're
But
positive?
we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
I don't know about that. She might be the weapon.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Don't think so. Slay that princess.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
What?
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Stab her back. Finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together.
I don't like her
rapidly
face.
bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
Well, when you say it like that, I suppose not. But she could
Like,
totally
she's
bite through her
convinced she
arm with
can't
those
die.
teeth. I'm guessing she's probably aware, right? Like the rest of us, except for the narrator. She probably knows she'll be back, but with teeth like that, she could totally chew through her arm.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Not for long. Chapter 2, The Razor.
You're on a path
Yeah,
in the woods,
we've been here
and
before.
at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Well, I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Why don't you remember anything?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Voice of the cheated. Who are you?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't.
I like the voice of the cheated. Sounds very
But
reasonable.
it turns out she did, because when we
And
charged
sassy.
her, she started stabbing us to death.
I like you,
Down.
sir.
I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I don't think we were the right pick. Let's see. Why should I listen to you? We
Those are
already
two
asked that
very
last
different
time.
questions, but fine. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time
Yeah,
you've met
okay,
me,
we've already
or
heard
at least
this.
a version of me. You
Wonder
died
why
last
they won't
time,
let us skip
which
it.
probably only happened because you didn't listen. We did exactly what you said.
Oh, because we didn't hear this part.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
Is there any way I can stab the narrator?
Congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
What?
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the... Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
Yeah, we can't do that. We already tried and we
At
died.
least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Well, we do know that the narrator is kind of telling the truth, right? Because we did die when we didn't kill
She
her.
just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this.
Although I suppose it could have been the narrator that killed us.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Let's talk about this
Just be quick
princess. We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure it doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can something like that end the world? Who locked her up in the basement? What is this place? I want to know that one. Who locked her up in the basement? What is this
People
place?
locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I want it to be complicated. Tell me things. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person
seems like a
capable
lie.
of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
That seems like a lie to use me as bait. You're special, so you jump into the shark-infested waters while we all swim to safety.
I didn't know we were special.
We're special! Isn't that
Of
great?
course you're special. Why else would you be here?
He's talking to us like we ride the short bus.
If anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to her.
Lies.
Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
What does that mean? That's all, I guess.
Right, now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
You couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Alright, let's go. I mean, what if she has more weapons though? What if she's got like a million
The
knives?
interior of the
Whoa.
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
It's weird that the mirror's still left in perfect condition.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Is she still in there? I feel like she's not in there anymore. Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
What?
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What?
There's definitely a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror.
There isn't.
There is.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right, it doesn't matter. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
We're crazy. And really weird looking.
But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Huh. That's weird. This whole cabin is different from last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
I guess we'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
I still haven't tried not taking that. Or trying to help her be free. Well, we'll see how this
Door to the
goes.
basement
I don't think
creaks
she's
open,
down here
revealing
anymore.
what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
She definitely did this damage.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
I have a feeling this woman is made of knives.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Oh, she totally remembers us.
Finally, somebody.
No?
Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
What?
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for?
I don't like it.
You are here to rescue me, right?
She sounds creepy. If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you gonna do if I let you out? Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. Approach the princess. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. Screw it. Should we talk to her about it? I wonder if she remembers. Let's... We both killed each other last time. I'd rather not do it again. What happened after you died last time?
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Well, that's exactly what happened. So you do remember it. What do we say? Like, I feel like she's not gonna really talk about it with me, right? I mean, she's holding something behind her back. I don't trust it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time.
That doesn't sound like me.
I think it does.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Oh, she definitely does.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No!
Oh, I would
wouldn't stab
never.
you.
No,
I
silly
am just
Billy.
a sweet, innocent princess
Innocent?
trapped here for no reason.
Uh-huh.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Yeah.
How many more times does she have to vaguely
doesn't look like
threaten
she's
you
telling the
before you
truth.
finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Well, yeah, you don't have to deal with this.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity.
Oh, shut up.
Fine, and we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
I know you have a knife. Where is the one that was like, do you remember? But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
She does remember.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. Do I want to let her out of here? We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
She sounds like a computer. It's weird. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
In your sleeve.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
What? I don't like that. And she just sounds so untrustworthy. Whenever they're doing this to her voice, it's so unsettling.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
She totally is. Prove it then. Prove it that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
Take off your dress and prove it to me.
The princess
Not trying to be
smiles as she
weird about it,
pulls her
just
hands
trying to
from
make sure
behind
you
her
don't have
back.
anything on you.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you
Yeah,
with!
but what about your sleeves? Or it could be in your bra, or anywhere under this chamber of secrets.
Her smile stretches into an even wider
I don't like
grin
how
as
much
she
free
shakes
reign
her
she has.
sleeves.
She knows that we've seen it.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
I don't like how she says it. You totally have something. I don't trust it. What if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
You totally would.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have
So
nothing
weird.
to do with you or my intention
Your
to
secret
not stab you to
zones?
death the second you get close to me.
Where are your secret zones?
Her smile drops for a moment,
Huh?
her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Where?
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Look, I know you're mad at me, but we both have to let bygones be bygones. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
She reminds me of, like, GLaDOS a little for some reason. I
I
don't
think
know.
I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
I do like not getting stabbed to death. Okay, what are you gonna do if I let you out?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this.
Yeah, it's probably not a great
Okay,
idea.
but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Activities like stabbing or cutting or murdering?
Yes, I mean, maybe.
Huh?
I've never done any of those things.
What?
But
She
there
just
is
admitted
something
it.
alluring about
What?
the sound of it.
Why would you say that?
I think it would also be fun to do other activities like look at a bird or touch a tree.
Is she a computer? Because she sounds super duper weird. Like, her voice is just so unnatural and robot-y. And she doesn't know... like, she just doesn't seem very human.
Okay, now listen. You're not actually buying this, are you? Listen. Yes, I would like to look at a bird. You can look at a bird later. But if we look at a bird now, we wouldn't have to be here. He has a point.
You want to look at a bird together?
Just make a decision already.
I don't want to approach her. I'm afraid of just going in there. I'm curious about this one, approaching the princess, because I don't really want to free her. I'm just wondering if it'll let us get close enough to stab her. Or maybe she'll just stab us right away. I don't know. Can I leave? It doesn't seem to work whenever I try to leave. Screw it. Slay the princess.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you
That's
charge
so
across the
weird.
room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
What?
Whose meat? Not ours, right?
Please don't let it be ours.
Hers at
Huh?
first,
At first.
then yours.
Aw, man.
Hehe.
I don't... She's definitely a robot. That's so weird.
Ow! What did she even hit us with? You stare down
Huh?
at your chest and at the long,
How's it
thin
coming
blade she impaled
from
you with.
Behind us or in front of us?
And then the
Huh?
red, angry slit along the flesh of her
What?
thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
What the hell?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
Huh?
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
What the hell? Arms 3, the arms race. What? Or chapter 3, the arms race.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, not again.
Fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Yeah.
What? I feel
Oh.
dizzy.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't get to see that. The interior carbon is sharp, constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? So it's definitely self-aware that this is a game, right? Because now we're skipping things.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and
Huh?
smaller.
Voice of the hunted.
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. Good. It's better
Stubborn.
that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
Wait, so now you believe us?
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have
We
to
should-
keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
I don't know about that. She's keeping swords in her thighs.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this
Her
one.
body is the secret.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
There is no door.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Perch the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean. And it's gone
Reach
again.
forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I don't think so. She's made of knives.
You step forward, but you
what
don't
the-
get a chance
do
to
we-
linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic,
We
an
fell.
unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
That's embarrassing.
Your body tumbles
Ugh.
onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
She's now really super duper speech to text.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She does remember.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Yeah, we don't know how many times we can do this.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound
Jesus.
of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty
Oops.
flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Ew.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Oh no. Please don't.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
No, please don't.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're gonna have to fight her again. We're gonna have to use a stiff upper lip. We're gonna have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're gonna have to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. I don't think that's gonna work. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? Let's just beat her to it. All these ideas suck. Suck. Think of something better.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if
She's
we
gonna
think.
get here before we finish
Just
thinking.
standing there, huh? A
Oh
bold
god.
strategy.
She's gonna kill us.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
Oh dear.
She skewers you.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Ow.
Oh.
What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought
Huh?
that only happens when we die.
Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where
What?
the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Are we like living in like the ending screen, you know, like chapter 1 ending, stabbed to death by knives, like, you know, one of those screens? Are we like existing in that moment right now?
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
But he knows that
what
it
you're
can
going to
happen.
do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
Come on, show me something new.
Did we like die and then skip ahead to like being back here or something? I'm confused.
Okay, plan. Now.
I mean, might as well. We're gonna flirt with her. Doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again, and your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires. You know, I don't think we could have won anyways, because she's got knives for arms and we only had like 1 knife, and I don't think we're even that great at using it, so at least we went out flirting, I guess.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Boy, are those arms of yours so sharp. I don't know. Oh,
You're cute.
thanks.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
Oh.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything.
Oh.
We're tougher than I thought.
Can we not die anymore? Are we just gonna have to deal with this forever?
What's the point? It's all the same.
Skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Just panic. Flee.
Okay, so we are like, we just keep coming back down here and trying to kill her.
She skewers you.
I see.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
I don't think we are.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
She's going to kill this body either way.
Can't we just come down here
So
with a gun?
stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
We already tried that though. That was like the first thing we tried.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4? Mutually assured destruction.
You're on a... Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is
I feel like we descended into
Our
chaos
steel
really
claw is
quickly.
already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
True.
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
Yeah, they're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
So weird how we're splitting into different personalities.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is...
Yeah,
Oops.
leave it to the pros. We'll not...
Oh no, it skipped it. Oh wait, how do you... Voice of the what? How about you stick, describing things, we'll stick doing them. Oh, voice of the cheated. If it's pros, we'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and
What if
onto
she's
the
already
basement
here?
stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know.
Can't we bring some other kind of weapon?
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Yeah, because we've been there, done that.
Don't care, just want to win. Fine.
Oh,
Make
she's
your
not
way to the
chained up at
basement,
all this
where the
time.
princess awaits you.
That's not
You
good.
know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No, I'm good actually. You can keep that to yourself.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Did you make a new sword?
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Yep.
splitting into
Ooh,
red blooms
she's
of
very
raw
pointy.
meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Like in a bomb sort of fashion?
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the
Oh.
walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
She's like a scary Christmas tree.
Are you ready for what comes next?
No.
Holy shit!
Holy shit indeed.
She's
No.
gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
You're messed up in the head.
Yes, behold
What?
the perfect woman.
Stubborn? What?
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I don't think we can touch her at the moment.
That looked painful. How is she still alive?
I don't think she's ever truly alive.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is
Oh,
all
can we stab her
fake.
heart?
That's all. Just made up.
Oh, but we already tried stabbing her heart.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just
There's an open rib cage,
joke.
but I don't think we'll be able to reach it.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Just empty your mind.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too. Get out of here.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Are we gonna do it this time? You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you are already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, and you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Is it? The hands! What just happened? You do not see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Whoa. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. She's alive again? You recognize a presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're the thing I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought it was a dream. What are you? Gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? Oh wait, I want to save. Just in case. You're that thing I met outside in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
Oh, is it talking about like when all that hair came over my eyes and then the arms started grabbing at me? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Can you explain that to me like I'm 5? What do you mean? Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Are you like the good part that doesn't want to stab me though? But were you always a princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Yeah, I don't really feel sorry for her. She did try to kill me multiple times. Well, she didn't try. She did kill me. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Does it mean, like, to play the game more? And, like, if we play the game more and get more endings, then it'll have more perspectives, right? Because every time we die, we get a new personality or perspective, I guess. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
And what if I don't let you do this to me? How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Let's save again. I mean, I feel like we have to go back, right? We have to get more endings. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Princess?
You won't.
Oh. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. And we're back again. A sharp vessel, bring the razor full
You're
to
on
her.
a path in the woods,
What?
and at the end of that path is a cabin.
And that's exactly the same. Okay, I think we're gonna have to stop it here for now, though. This is really weird and interesting, though. This is so weird. Wait, is there anything else in here? No, okay. I wasn't sure. Alright, let's get out of here. So that's all for this time. I'm glad that there's, like, more to this. For a second I thought that we were, like, already on the pathway to, like, a true ending. It's like, wait a minute, whoa. Slow down a little, but I'm glad that it's definitely showing us that we have to go back and obtain some more endings. I mean, I feel like we didn't really even get to know the princess all that much. Like, no? Because, I mean, we definitely know that she's a crazy murdering machine, but it's weird that, like, the princess really wants us to remember her. It's like, I wonder if she's been stuck in here for a really long time and, like, she's had more memories of all this happening even before us, you know? Maybe that's why she's a bit bitchy. Like, she's just kind of sick of us coming in and asking her questions every time, and when she already knows how it's gonna end. Like, I guess I'd be kind of sour if I had to do that all the time too, so maybe she's been trapped in here for far longer than we have or something like that? Because, I don't know, she's just weird. And the fact that her, like, voice gets more and more robotic the more we, like, reset her? I don't know, something fishy's happening. And the narrator seems the least informed of everybody here, which is weird because usually they know everything, so I don't know what's going on with the narrator, but we will have to figure out all this next time. So let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.